settle. I roll sideways and remove the wadded sheet from my mouth and lift it close to my face. No blood. I wasn't asleep long. I look around the room. A short time ago, the boy was wailing. He's quiet now. The dream rocks and sloshes in my head like wine in a jug. I shut my eyes and try to keep it still. Aunt Mina's hands were cold. Her voice was even deeper than usual. I wonder if, like my seizures, her deafness has worsened, and if it's thickened her unusual accent. If it has, the Schutzstaffel might have picked her up by now. I push my tongue between my teeth and feel the rough, meaty latticework of scar tissue. Everything's magnified in the mouth, the chewed, uneven tip. My tongue feels forked. I carefully turn my head. The others pretend to be asleep. A few of them huddle into themselves. Many of them shiver and shift. The hospital's blankets are much too thin. There are several windows in the ward. Dusky light teeters at the edges of the curtains. A few beds down from me, the boy, Thomas, starts to wail again. The sedative's worn off. He shrieks for a moment and starts to buck up off the bed and swing his arms. Like a swarm of flies hovers above him. Several men groan. I hunch over and cover my ears. It's not enough. A man I don't know says, "Someone, please shut him up." At the end of the room, Sebastian, the librarian, turns onto his side and pushes the blanket off himself. "No." At the other end, Frederick jerks up from his bed. His voice rasps against the walls of my skull. Even in the dark, I can see his coarse face. "You stay where you are," he says to Sebastian. "The boy needs help. He trusts me." "Just go already," someone says. "Whoever, anyone, he's keeping us up." "No," Frederick says. "Don't move." Frederick's mouth makes gray movements in the dark. He points his finger and jabs it in Sebastian's direction. His finger leaves gray streaks in the air. Thomas has propped himself on his knees and is now beating the metal rails of his bed. His arms whip down and jar against the white rails. His voice floods my ears and spikes through my head. In the bed next to mine, Peter ducks under his pillow. The other men in the room face away from Thomas. Their thin blankets flap. "God damn it!" Frederick throws off his blanket. Sebastian stands. "He hates you," he says. "You don't know what to do with him." "You get the hell away from him." The ward's door opens. 2 male nurses enter. "Stay there," they say to Frederick. They run over to Thomas. One of them seizes Thomas by the shoulders and forces him still. He says, "Should we inject him now or later?" Thomas's voice swings into a register I thought only babies could reach. I bite my lip and groan and squeeze my ears. The second nurse injects him in the leg. His limbs stop shaking. His voice shrinks into gentle sobs. One of the nurses looks at me and blinks. "Should we just get them up now?" he says. "Let's wait a little longer." They watch Thomas for a moment. When he stops making noises, they leave. Frederick nods at them. He glances at Sebastian, who's sat back down on his bed. "You stay away from him. No more groping him." Frederick makes a face like he's biting down on grit. Sebastian sighs and turns onto his other side. I lie back down. The thin light from the windows has begun to stretch across the ceiling. Emmerich. "I never meant to, not to Papa. We were playing. I know I'm too big. I shouldn't have jumped on him, but he was laughing and pushing me. Klaus had gone to town for the day. He couldn't say anything, couldn't stop me, so when we'd put the horses back in the stable, their tails like a woman's hair swinging, Papa splashed me with water and roughed my hair, laughing. He turned, and I, laughing, saw his back, and his back looked exactly the same as when I was 6, when I jumped on and held his neck. He ran around carrying me, said we were a couple of cowboys, or maybe he said knights. His back was so big and open. I jumped on again.